Hey, everybody. I hope you guys can hear me now. All right. I was trying to figure out some music thing. I want to get some music at the beginning of my lives. I think that would be awesome. Okay, so as you hop on, say hi to me. Let me know if you are watching #live or #replay. And today we're going to be talking about the pitfalls on the road to self-regulation. And I think the majority of you guys know what self-regulation is. If not, I will kind of clarify that here in just a few minutes. I'm Amanda Walker. Welcome to Mondays with Amanda. All right, so it looks like we're going live. I'm where I'm wanting to be. And let's see here. Awesome stuff. Just let me make sure that I'm where I'm trying to be here. Cool. Perfect. Okay, so as you hop on, please say hi to me and let me know if you're watching #live or #replays. And let me see if I can get to the comments. Hi, Gail. Good to see you. Good to see you, everyone. Make sure you say hi. And if you have a question for me that you'd like me to coach you on, please put that down in the comments today because there will be some time to answer your questions. Hi, Mayrob. Good morning. I hope you guys had a good Christmas holiday. You know, the holidays can be really hard for me. There's something about it that I love, and that's also really hard. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that. I'm going to take these things off. I can hear them. I can hear them jiggling. And I wonder if you relate. I'm just wondering if you guys have some of these same struggles during the holidays as well. I'm excited to be here with you guys this morning. It feels really good. And I'm looking forward to sharing these principles, these pitfalls. Hi, Valerie. Good to have you guys here. Again, let me know if you're watching #live or #replay. And I think my video's a little bit better now that my internet is faster. Yay for fast internet in my own house. I feel so grateful. All right, everyone. So I want to just get really real with you guys here for a little bit. I'm going to share with you some of the stuff that I'm actually struggling with as a mom and a woman and a wife. And partly because it's how I'm able to work through my own feelings and emotions and what's going on so that I can learn to regulate myself. And I also do it to be authentic with you guys, like so that you know that just because I'm teaching these principles doesn't mean that my day isn't as challenging as anybody else's day. Like, in fact, it presents really a unique challenge when you're trying to work from home, you're building your own business, right? And you have all these expectations of the holiday. So needless to say, I was listening to a good friend of mine. Hi, Tiffany. Good to see you guys. Melanie Hill. I know some of you guys have seen her. If you're in the coaching group, she's been in there and done a private coaching class in there for us. She's amazing. And so I was listening to her this morning and really resonated with me, this need to take care of myself. And so I pulled out my cards because my feelings and needs cards are actually really powerful for me. I was just thumbing through them and trying to figure out, so what am I feeling? And recognizing that I've been feeling these feelings like for quite a few weeks. And some days more than others, like it just seemed like they're there and I've been pushing them away. So here's a couple of my things that I'm going through. It's not every single word, but I'm feeling worried about stuff. We're in a new place. I'm worried about my own personal business. I'm worried about what it takes for me to grow and to learn and to be an amazing coach, right? And then the other part is I'm feeling like some disappointment and I feel kind of lonely. Even though I have a huge family around me, I'm at some level feeling really lonely, and it's actually making me almost emotional right now about it. When I say it, it's like it feels visceral inside me, like, and so I've been trying to be like, oh, okay, I'm feeling this way, and but I noticed that I've just been pushing it aside. I haven't really given it the space. I haven't given myself the space to just let it be. And recognizing that these thoughts and feelings keep coming back up because it's like, I don't really want to deal with them, right? And I'm sort of logically think, well, they're not that big of a deal. Everything's going to work out. Don't worry about it. But I really haven't honored them. I haven't taken these said, and held them to my heart and just say, yeah, it's really hard right now. I feel disappointed, right? Or I feel sad, or I'm worried about stuff. Like I feel like I shouldn't be, right? Or I feel guilty that I'm feeling that way, which just perpetuates it, right? And so after kind of pulling these out, realizing, okay, that's how I'm feeling. What if I just honored them? What if I just allowed them to be here? And we're going to talk about that a little bit more when we get into the pitfalls. What if I just say, it's okay that you're feeling sad and unsettled, or you're feeling worried or afraid? What if I said that to myself and I honored myself? Maybe those feelings could transform. Like maybe they could be honored to a point that they aren't trying to get attention. Like, hello, you're feeling this way. I need you to acknowledge me. I need you to take some action, right? So I'm like, okay, so what do I need? If these feelings are coming up, we always know that all feelings come from a need that's always either been met or not met, right? And so I went through my needs cards, and here's some of the needs cards I need. And I'm sure all of you guys can relate to this one. Need some rest, right? The holidays can really, really push us to our limits, right? And it's so counterintuitive. It's like, I don't have time to rest. Like I have more to do than ever before. How can I rest? How could resting make things go better? That's what the logical mind says. But I know that this is what I need. I need rest. I need to be heard. I feel like I need to be heard. I'm not sure if it's anybody that needs to be, or if I just need to hear myself. Like I need to recognize what's going on with me, and I need to hear my own emotions and feelings. Like that's what it felt like more. And this other one was just, I did self-empathy. I need to say, it's okay that I'm having these negative feelings. It's okay. In fact, what am I learning from it, right? From acknowledging it and recognizing it and giving myself the empathy that I need and giving myself some rest. So when I woke up this morning, I was, had this list of all these things I wanted to do that were important to me and that I value. I'd have specific values, and I like to follow them. When I don't follow the values I have in life and what's important to me, I feel like I kind of set down that light and I try to do life without those values. And I knew that if I was just going to push myself to get all this stuff done, that I would again be back into this state, right? Of doing it from being worried and afraid and sad and upset, right? Yeah, I often have that loneliness during the holidays. Hugs, call me whenever you need. Thank you, Jen. That is so sweet. Tiffany, I don't prioritize or honor some feelings as well. Yeah, it's pretty normal, especially as a mother and a caregiver. It's easy to really kind of set those things aside, right? Yeah. I lost my feelings and needs cards. Is there any way I could be sent them again? Yeah. Jen, can you send those cards to her? That would be awesome. Okay, I'm going to grab my water. I've somehow left it. But I will talk to you while I'm walking. So I'm sitting there and I'm going, all right, what am I going to do? Am I going to just start the day and just kind of start whipping myself into shape and start ticking off those things on the list? Or I'm going to honor my feelings and I'm going to give myself some rest. And I chose the latter because what I thought was so cool this morning that I heard was, what if, and I want you to consider this yourself, what if taking care of yourself is also taking care of your kids? What if nurturing yourself also nurtures your family at the same time? And when I heard that, I thought, okay, that feels, number one, it feels good because I like that idea, but I'd never thought of it exactly that way. Like, what if I'm doing all the things that really, really matter as I'm caring for myself, as I'm taking some time, as I'm, not just jumping up, clean the house and do all of these things and make all these phone calls and do all this stuff. What if caring for myself actually will have the biggest impact in my family and in my life long term than just trying to get a bunch of stuff done? And so I took the advice of Melanie and I looked at my feelings this morning. I invited them to be with me, and I wrapped a blanket around them, and I just loved them. And I just allowed them to be heard, to be felt, and to be seen. I made a big cup of hot cocoa, and I don't normally drink hot cocoa because I try to stay away from sugar, but I'm like, I want a big cup of hot cocoa. Everybody was asleep. I made this big mug of hot cocoa. I sat on my couch. I wrapped myself in a blanket, and I cried a little bit, and then I just sat there and felt amazing that I wasn't pushing myself to take more action, that I was just nurturing myself and caring for myself. So I thought so, Jen. Thank you. I try to give myself self-care, but I need non-judgment from others. I need space and understanding with compassion from others. Yeah. Well, what if you just carved out that time for yourself, Tiffany, and not expect anyone to give it to you? Yeah, because that expectation that someone will give me the space to take care of myself never shows up. And I just end up feeling resentful toward people. What if caring and nurturing myself helped me show up in a more nurturing and caring way for the people that I love? What if they're the same thing? Right? Like, that seems like an amazing thing for its buck, right? Because if you've met your own needs, then you can show up with greater compassion, with greater patience, right? Like, you can show up for the people you care about. But if we feel like, okay, I've got to get all this stuff done, then I will take care of myself, that time never, ever, 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 ever comes. It doesn't ever come, because it's our responsibility to make that happen. And for me, that was sitting on the couch early in the morning when nobody was awake. It wasn't me paying for a pedicure or manicure. That could be caring for myself. Didn't cost any money. It just had me sit with my own feelings and be with my own self. That made such a huge difference. So I hope, does anybody else relate with this? Do you guys have a hard time nurturing yourself, caring for yourself? Do you feel like you need someone else to give you permission to do that? I can see all the bags under my eyes. It looks like I'm tired. Tell me in the comments. And again, let me know if you're watching #live or #replay. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Mayroff says, you wrote some other things up here. I have no time for my kids. My therapist tells me I need space, but it's not easy. Yeah, you know what? Taking time for yourself is never convenient. Ever, ever, ever. It's never convenient, and it never just shows up. I will tell you that 100%. Right? But doing small things, which might even mean I'm not going to clean the kitchen today. That might be your self-care, right? I'm not going to do something because I'm going to take care of myself right now, right? That's a way to nurture ourselves. Yeah. I do, but everyone won't let me. I have to stay up till 1 to 2 a.m. to get the self-care, which the next day I'm tired. Yeah. Yeah. So you really have to question that one, Tiffany. I would question if it's true that people won't let you, right? Or that expectation we have around other people that they give us that space. And I know your life is full. Oh, honey, I know your life is full. We've chatted about this. So my total acknowledgement that you are nurturing and caring for other people's children as well as your own, and your family is truly transformed. If you want to take it to the next level, it will be you prioritizing yourself, and it will transform your family even more as you prioritize yourself and care for yourself and get enough sleep. Okay, that can be part of self-care, getting enough sleep. So for me, the goal now is the light goes off at 9 at night. I'm in my bed. I've helped all my kids, and I'm in my bed, and the light is off at 9. That is part of my self-care routine. Okay, I relate. Yeah. Hi, Teresa. Definitely, Valerie. Definitely. I hear you, in the same boat. Tiring. Yeah. Teresa says, but I have been taking the time to just sit and floss my teeth every night. That's my me time. Yeah. Something as simple as that, Teresa. I love that. It doesn't have to be a big deal. It can just mean I have enough time to do the things that I want to do for myself, right? Yeah. Awesome. Tiffany says, when I give myself the time, others don't like it because I never have before. So they get resentful and mad that I'm putting time into me and not them. I'm noticing a lot of selfish behavior from others. Yeah. So, would you like to change that, Tiffany? Would you like to change that belief system? Jen says the dishes will still be there tomorrow. Your sanity may not be. Take the time to prevent the meltdowns with ourselves and our kids. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I get backlash when I do give time. Trust me, this past week I've been stepping back, and due to that, I've been getting a lot of insults and harsh words. It's been tough. I try to walk away, but I don't get left alone. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. So Tiffany, yeah. Those are a lot of thoughts that you're having right there, right? So if you could boil it down to one thought, Tiffany, what would that one thought be about your situation? Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get to today's talk about the pitfalls of self-regulation. As you know, tomorrow night at 6:30 Mountain Time, I will be teaching the self-regulation plans for children and teens that work wonders. We're going to have a workshop tomorrow night. Anyone that's in the coaching program, then you come to those. They're part of your coaching, so you can just come to those workshops. For those of you who are not in the coaching, there is a link that Jen will drop. We've had it in the feed. I've been talking about it. So if you would like some support, if you would like help actually writing out a self-regulation plan so that you can help your child learn that skill and what's needed for that, then go ahead and you can sign up for that. So in the coaching group, Mayrob, so here, this is my free community group. We have a monthly payment coaching group, which is called Family Connections Coaching. And so if you're a part of Family Connections Coaching, then any of the workshops that I do are included in that monthly coaching group. Okay. So let's see. Awesome. So looking forward to it. Yeah. Super excited about that tomorrow. Okay. So what are these pitfalls? What happens when we are on the road to self-regulation? Let's say we have that intention to help our child be able to navigate day-to-day life with greater peace and greater calmness, right? Being able to problem solve, right? What are the pitfalls that get in the way? And here's 3 things that really stood out for me, and I wanted to share them with you. Yeah, thanks, Jen. Thanks for posting that. Here are the 3 pitfalls, and we're going to talk a little bit around those, okay? The first one is, my kid is broken, okay? One of the things that can create major challenges in helping our kids is if we think that they're broken, that we somehow need to fix them, that there's something wrong with them. And I really want to challenge that, okay? When we think that our kids are broken, then we feel like we need to fix our kids, right? And guess who gets a message that they're broken and they need to be fixed? Yeah, our kids. Our kids get the message that there's something wrong with them and that they need to be fixed, okay? And I want you to consider, if someone in your life that you really love put off that belief or that energy or that idea about you, that you were broken and that you need to be fixed. And so they're now going to, interact with you with that frame of mind, right? That your kid is broken or that your kid needs to be fixed, okay? So the second one is, it should be different than this. It shouldn't be like this. This feeling or thought, the second pitfall that we run into is that it should be different than this. It's not supposed to be like this. My child is not supposed to be throwing a fit 5 times a day, right? My child's not supposed to be sassing me or ignoring me or disobeying me, right? My kids should respect me. My child should do their schoolwork. They shouldn't be fighting with their brother and sisters, right? So this perspective or this thought that it should be different is also a pitfall, because when we are keeping that in our mind, we are unable to make a bigger and better choice, okay? If we're resisting what's going on, thinking it should be different, it's really difficult for us to see the next right step, okay? Because our energy is going into this fight. My kid shouldn't be doing this, right? My kid's broken. They need to be fixed, right? We're in this struggle with reality, with what's going on, with who our child is right now. And when we try to resist it or say it's wrong or bad or it shouldn't be this way, we get stuck in the fight. We get stuck in the resistance of it. Okay, so whatever you really resist persists. And I'll take it back really quickly to the feelings that I've been having. When I'm resisting these feelings, they keep coming back up over and over like a loop because they're trying to get my attention. They're actually a teacher. They're there to say, hey, your thinking is out of alignment with peace and trust and the values that you have. And so I need you to pay attention to these feelings, and I need you to meet these needs so that you can feel grounded. Okay, our feelings are an absolute servant for us. They are there to help us grow and to learn. And it goes the same for our children. Their feelings are to be honored and to be accepted so that we can see them with different, so we can help them regulate themselves. But when we're resisting it, when we're fighting against it, then we're stuck. And do you guys know what it felt? Do you know what it feels like to be stuck? Have you ever been stuck with your child, actually so frustrated and overwhelmed, and so is your child, that you don't really know what to do? Gail says, I feel broken. Mayrav, yes, my kids just don't listen. Yeah. Okay, so Mayrav asks, can I ask a question? Yeah, absolutely. My 6-year-old makes a fort. I did see that picture, Mayrav. He's adorable, and I love the fort. But if he doesn't do it right, he will be angry. Yeah, so for some kids, it has to look perfect or they're not happy with it, right? I remember my daughter, my youngest daughter, who, if she couldn't do something the way that her older brothers and sisters could do it the first time, she got very frustrated and angry and irritated about everything. She's very intelligent, but her body and her fine motor skills and her gross motor skills weren't as skilled as her older brothers and sisters. And so she would be frustrated when she was trying to learn to ride a bike. When she was trying to color, she thought that she should be able to look at a picture and just be able to draw it on the paper perfectly. Okay. So that's partly just a personality. You might have a child who leans toward more of the perfectionist side. Okay. And when we're uniquely wired, when we have uniquely wired kids, sometimes that's how their brain is wired. They're wired to really focus on something until it's perfect. So I would get curious with your son. Okay. Outside of that moment, or if in the moment he feels frustrated, you put your arm around him, Mayarov, and you say, I noticed you're really angry about something. Can you tell me a little bit more? Right. And you could say, I noticed you made this fort. You seem unhappy with it. Is there something I can do to support you? Something I can do to help you? Right? We are learning our way, right? We're progressing, we're trying. And that was something that I would share with my daughter. I would say, hey, we are practicing and getting better as we go, right? We don't just know how to do it. Each day we get better and better as we practice it. So that's not uncommon. How many of you guys are somewhat of perfectionists in this group that are listening right now? How many of you struggle with when you do something and it isn't quite how you wanted it the first time that you feel angry and frustrated? Let me know in those comments. And he bangs it out. Yeah, so that's clearly a lot of frustration, Mayrob. So part of what you do as a parent is you help them regulate themselves by being calm and in control yourself and helping them recognize their feelings and recognizing what they need. I know you have access to these cards, Mayrav. Okay, so I would encourage you to apply them with your son. Okay, and it might mean that you just put your arm around him and say, "Hey, I understand what it's like to not do something perfectly, and it's okay to be disappointed in it, right? Because our feelings are teaching us something. Why is it good that he has you as a mom and is frustrated right now? Why? Why is it exactly what he's supposed to be learning right now? And how can you be of support in that area?" Yeah. I feel stuck when I argue with my daughter. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Is there a wrong way to make a fort? Help him see that doing it wrong can lead to a new and fun design. That's a great way to look at it, Jen. Yeah. Absolutely. Wonderful. Okay. Awesome. So when we resist our kids, when we resist the situation of what's shown up, then we get stuck. Okay. And that's part of the power of the pushing the pause button, right? And here you guys can't see it, but I've got my t-shirt on. I got my t-shirt, push, pause, and breathe. I bought it for myself for Christmas. And by the way, we earned $100 for Toys for Tots. So thank you everyone who bought t-shirts. They're still available if you want to get your own. Jen, if you don't mind dropping that link so that people can buy those t-shirts if they would like one. This helps me remember to push pause. So here it is. It's pushing pause. When we're feeling stuck, that's our cue to push pause and to just stop for a minute and breathe and connect, okay? And recognize that this situation, what's going on right now, is exactly what's supposed to be happening right now. What's my part? Okay. So again, your kid is not broken. Things should be different. Okay. That's another pitfall we have. And the last one is that I'm alone, right? This belief that you're alone. It's a huge pitfall. When we try to do something new or different and we don't reach out for the support that we need, this is how we feel. And it makes it really hard for us to make the changes, to show up the way that we want to for our family and our kids. Thank you, honey. Right? So keeping ourselves alone, right? This creates an environment where we get stuck quicker, right? Remember, one of my feelings was that I feel lonely, right? And so when we reach out, when we lean into what we're going through, even into this group, right? Asking questions, supporting one another, we can help our children at a deeper level, okay? Because we find that support, okay? So instead of feeling alone, we can reach out for support, right? And one of the things we offer for support here in this group, as you know, is our monthly coaching. And we also have, so if any of you are feeling like you're ready for some additional support, reach out to me. Consider joining the Family Thrive Academy and getting in on that monthly coaching and the private coaching, because we are here for you to help you to not get stuck, okay? My kid is broken. No, your kid is unique, right? My kid is unique, right? And this one, we accept the moment. You guys see that? Okay. So instead of my kid is broken, my kid is unique, right? They have unique needs. They have a unique experience, and they have a unique gift to share with the world, right? The second one that we can shift the way we look at this is we can accept the moment. That this is what's happening in this moment. And if you can accept it and in an essence, let it just be, then you are going to be able to stop the struggle and know what your next right step is, right? And then also reaching out for support. Getting that support that you need to help you each day along the way, right? Because this is an ongoing experience in life. When we're raising children, every day has a new experience, right? But as we help teach our kids how to self-regulate, they're able to move throughout the day with less of these extreme highs and lows and being out of control or hurting themselves, right? Or hurting the people that they love. And these perspectives are super important for you to get the results that you're looking for with your kiddos and with your teens. Okay, this works like a miracle for our teens. When we see our teens as unique and that the moment they're in right now is exactly what's supposed to happen, and that we're there to help guide them. And then we reach out for the support to get the feedback, the support, and the ideas and the understanding. There's nothing that we can't go through with our own families. Yeah, we have the skills and the tools. And what I loved about making this connection was, I had a few thoughts here I wanted to share with you guys. Yeah. There's a few more things that I just wanted to share with you. And let me look at these comments, see if there's any other questions here. Nice. My 17-year-old is turning 18. Yeah. Okay, I'm a control freak. I've been modeling how I go try the process of calming myself when I get frustrated. It has helped them to communicate with me when they get frustrated. Exactly. That is it. So when you model caring for yourself and calming yourself down, your kids see that and they're able to start practicing those skills as well. That's perfect, Gabby. Perfect. Rob, he says he claims he will not leave my house and he keeps threatening me that he is not leaving. What should I do? That's a great question. Why does he need to leave your house when he turns 18? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Sometimes families make it harder. They undo what you are trying to do. Then there's a battle and the kids do not listen at all. Yeah. Yeah. So the key to that, Gail, is just a part of life. Like there's people around us that resist what we're doing. And so the more that we are able to steady our own craft, our own boat, we're able to hold that space for our kids as well, right? As we care for ourselves, our relationships improve, or we shift some of those relationships in our lives so that those that don't serve us, the ones that might be really getting in the way or causing the challenges, may need to shift. The only way you'll have that clarity is by pushing pause, caring for yourselves. Yeah. Because he's dangerous to my young ones. Yeah. So if you have a child in your home that creates a crisis, we have posted a crisis form that you could print off, Mayrav, and look over that, because your son is not just trying to give you a hard time. He's having a hard time. He's struggling. He needs your support and your help. Yeah. So, he is in his own way saying, help me to make good decisions, help me to regulate myself. So you have a great opportunity here, Mayrav, to be able to help your son and figure out what's going on for him and how you can support your family situation. But make sure you print off that crisis form that Jen posted and go through that so that you make sure that your home is safe and you can work with your son on the things that need to change. Gabby says, families are a blessing and they love us, but they do meddle and undo all your hard work. They can, yeah, they can. But here's the thing. It gives you another opportunity to love and accept their perspective and continue to care for yourself and to show up for your family the way you want to, right? So even the way that our family shows up, if we resist it, if we resist the family that resists us taking care of ourselves, we get stuck again. So if we accept that they don't want me to take, this is for Tiffany, if they don't want me to take self-care time, it's okay that they don't want to. It's okay that they don't want to leave you alone. And you still take self-care time, right? You don't resist the fact that they're resisting you, because if you do, then you get stuck with them. So it's okay that they feel that way. It's okay that they don't understand. It's okay that they don't give you space. You find the space anyway, lovingly, and loving them, because who's to say they're not supposed to struggle with the fact that you need self-care? Who's to say that's not exactly what they need? To see that, no, even though people don't give you the space, Tiffany, you still care for yourself. That is incredibly powerful example to show your family. Yes. So the crisis form, yeah, just Jen, if you'll just post it in our main group. So with the crisis form, this is how you make a plan if you have a really aggressive individual in your home, okay? Because number one, you have to create safety in your home, or to fix everybody. If nobody feels safe, then it's really, really difficult to thrive in your family. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so those are those pitfalls, everyone. I loved being with you guys. Tomorrow night, 6:30, is the Create the Self-Regulation Plans that work wonders for teens and children. Make sure you sign up for that and get your seat so that you can work, with the workbooks. We have the worksheets and things to go over. If you've signed up and you have not gotten your papers to look over and fill out before it starts, please reach out to me or Jen, and we can get those for you. But again, remember, caring for yourself actually cares for your family. And what if you believed that caring for yourself actually is caring for your family? That it's helping you be that mother that you want to be, right? To show up more patient and more loving and more nurturing because you've nurtured yourself. Okay? You actually have more to give when you've filled your cup first, right? We have that one here. Where's my thing? I want to print that. I want to share it really quick. Let me show you this picture really fast. I'm going to share my screen. All right, you guys should be able to see this screen. Okay? We can't pour from an empty vessel. And this is for teachers, but it applies 100% for mothers. Okay? Our students count on us to have them calm, to share with them, right? Our students count on us to have calm to share with them, and so do our children. Okay, we need to be regulating ourselves to be available to co-regulate with others. Okay, and self-care helps us regulate ourselves better. When we take care of ourselves, we take care of our students. Okay, when we take care of ourselves, we take care of our children, our marriages, our people that we work with in our jobs. When we take care of ourselves, all of those things improve. And the question here is great. What are your restorative practices? What do you do to fill the vessel, to fill yourself up, to nurture yourself? What do you do, and why are you not doing it? What is your excuse, right? Because they're technically just your excuse to not care for yourself. So I'm going to be a coach here for a second. And you show up to the lives and you have questions, and I love you guys. But why are you ignoring your need for self-care? What's getting in the way of you taking care of yourself, of saying no, of getting up early, of staying up a little bit late to be with your own thoughts, right? So you can stop resisting what's going on and get inspired on what to do, right? What are your restorative practices? What do you do to meet your own needs? Do you even know what those are, right? So I really challenge you this week to recognize what you're feeling, recognize your needs, and start meeting those needs. You're not a victim, okay? It should be different is a victim mentality. It means something's happening to me and I have no choice in the matter. Well, we always have a choice. One of the most powerful choices is to just accept what is going on, push pause, and take action. All right. So my time listening to you is my self-care. Perfect. It's awesome. The crisis plan is in the file section of both groups. Awesome. 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 All right, you guys, it was really, really cool to talk to you guys today. And I think it's because I did some major work for myself this morning that I could show up and not feel panicky, right? Like I could just be here and share what I learned and reach out and nurture you and nurture myself. So thank you guys for showing up. Again, if you're watching this later, let me know if you watched #live or #replay. And share this group with your friends if you like what I'm doing, if it's meaningful to you, right? Share the workshops with your friends. Invite them to this group and really reach out for support, okay? If things are really, really tough, reach out and lean in and share with us what's going on and let us support you, okay? That's one of the pitfalls is we just think we're alone. Now, is this just for you to just complain and tell us everything that's wrong? No, it's to reach out for help to find your next right step. Okay, that's the support that I offer here is helping you figure out your next right step so that you can move in the direction that your heart wants to go. Like where that mom part of you, that vision of the future that you have for your family. So that you can be happy and you're like being a mom, right? All right. So good to be with all of you guys. Have a wonderful day. And I will see those of you who are in the workshop tomorrow night. Okay. See you later.